Hi everyone, welcome to class 5 of your Essential Moves series. Well done for rolling out the mat today to work out with me. We have got our resistance band today as our prop. If you don't have a resistance band, it's no problem at all. You can do the whole thing without the band. But to start things off, we're going to place the band all the way up around the top of your knees. So bring the band all the way up so it's resting just above the knees, and then we'll come all the way down onto your back. Lying onto your back, just taking a moment to settle into the space. We're going to take a big breath here. Maybe closing down your eyes if that feels nice for you, just grounding yourself down. You've got the next half hour just for you, your mat, and some movement. Take a big inhale through your nose, filling up through the belly. Then exhale, sigh that breath out. Inhale once more, fill up through the belly. Exhale that breath out. Blinking, open your eyes, bring the hands by your side, and just take a gentle sway of those knees from left to right. Dropping the knees down one way, over to the other, side to side. We're going to meet back through the middle, team. So bring everything back through the middle. Feet are planted firmly on the mat. Hands can rest by your side. All we're going to do here is work through a little bit of movement through the pelvis and through the knees against the resistance on this band. I want you to think about using your left leg. I want you to open the band, push into the band just with that left leg, and then bring it back in through center. Then just the right leg. Open the right leg into the band, and then bring it back through center. The whole time, I want you to think about keeping your pelvis nice and steady. So we're trying not to rock left and right through the pelvis. We're just working on that single leg, out to the sides and then back through center. You'll feel a little bit of activation through your glutes and through your core here. Alternating sides, left and right. If you don't have that resistance band, you'll be able to move that leg a little bit further, but I want you to make sure that you're keeping your pelvis and your shoulders nice and heavy. Let's keep going here for about another 10, and also start to bring your hands behind your head. So bringing your hands behind your head, elbows nice and wide. Keep moving through those legs one at a time. That lower tummy has started to warm up. We're going to start to add in some of that upper abdominal work. So bring the legs back hip distance apart. We're going to exhale, we crunch up. Lift through the chest and then roll back down. We lift through the chest and then roll back down. Every time we crunch, can you open both knees into the band? Bring the knees back in and then lower. So one crunch, one abduction of the knees, back in, lower. Lift, press the band, close the band, lower. So depending on the strength of your band will depend how hard and how far you can get those knees. Whatever feels good for you is totally fine. We curl up, open the knees, close the knees, lower. Great. Lift, open, close, lower. If you're ready to add on, crunch and hold, open the band, reach the hands forwards, then lower everything back down. So we crunch, we open the band, we reach forwards, feel your belly working pretty hard here, and then release. So we lift, open the band, release. So making it a little bit more dynamic here. As we crunch and reach, we're opening up through those arms. Yes, lift, press that band apart. We've got 3 more just like this. 2 more, really pulling your lower tummy muscles down. On your next one, crunch up, hold just those pulses out on the band. Out, out, feeling the sides of the hips, the lower tummy all working to keep you lifted. You'll notice the torso isn't moving, just that press out on the band. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, pulse the crunch, lift, lift. You can bring your hands behind your head if you need. Try draw the shoulders up off the mat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Great job. Keeping the band on, release the hands by your side. We move into the similar sequence but with our bridges. So roll up into your first glute bridge, squeeze your bottom at the top, and keep that squeeze as you roll the hips all the way back down. As soon as you're ready, at the top we add that abduction into the band and then roll back down. Lift to bridge, squeeze out into the band, and then roll. So we bridge, we abduct, adduct, and then roll down. So it's a little open and close of the knees at the top. 1 bridge, band out, in, lower. So glutes have already been activated with that core work. Any abduction of the hips here is going to work into those lateral glutes. Good. Lift, press, lower. Really strong. Starting to feel the glutes really heat up here, especially if you're adding a little bit of pace. So if you want to add a little bit of tempo, let's move a little bit faster, but make sure that you're separating each movement. You're still lifting, then pressing out into the band, then releasing the band, then lowering the hips. Try not to make it one movement. If you want more arms reach to the roof, tapping the bottom down, stretching the band, and then releasing everything down to the floor. Oh yeah, glutes are starting to heat up. Make sure you're lifting the pelvis evenly on both sides. We all have one stronger side, which we tend to favor, so really think about pressing evenly through both heels. We're going to hold in 10 seconds up at the top. Reach strong through those fingers up to the roof. Glutes are firing. 2 to go. Good team, lift, hold at the top. Hold that squeeze on your glutes. Can we just take those band opens out, out. We are pulsing into that abduction of the knees. Open, open, those hips. They're working hard to abduct through those hips. Good, open, open, open. 3, 2, hold the stretch on the bands. Little pulse of those hips up and down. Glutes should be trembling here. The bad news is we're going for one more round. Can you hold the hips up? Hold. Just pulse that band. Out, out, out. Lift your hips up. Pull your belly on. Let your core help you here. Push the heels into the floor. Open the band. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Hold the stretch. Hold. Pulse the hips. Lift, lift, lift. Final 10, 9, 8. Higher. 7, 6. You've got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Roll those hips down. Good. Take a little hug of the knees. We're going back to our core work here. Same sequence we did before with that band, working on articulating through one leg and then the other. But this time, if you're ready for your challenge, float your legs into tabletop. Legs will come into tabletop, hands will come behind your head. Can we open one leg out? And then back in. Harder here. Open the other leg. Bring it back in. Try not to let the body rock. Hands hands by the side will make this that little bit easier. You can press through the palms to help support you. We're only here for 4 more. Good. Hands will reach back behind the head in 3, 2, 1. Hands behind the head. Let's take our crunch. Crunch, reach through the arms, lower back down. Crunch, reach through the arms, lower back down. Lift. We're going to add in that abduction of the band. Hold the crunch, open the band, close the band, release. Great. Reach the hands. Open, close, release. Yes, well done everybody. Open, close, release. Lift, open, close, release. Can we add 3 pulses into the band? Good, I can still feel my glutes from those bridges. Lift, open the band. Open, open. Try and get your ribs all the way down in towards your hips. We're squeezing those abdominals down, in and together. 2 just like this. Next one, crunch up, hold. Just open and close the knees. Open, open. Lower tummy's working. Can we send the legs a bit further away from us? 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the stretch, pulse the crunch. Lift, lift, lift. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hug those knees in. Give it a shake side to side. Amazing work. From here, we're going to come onto our side. So rolling onto your left side, starting in this side lounging position. So your left arm is down on the mat, your knees are bent, your hips are down, heels are going to lift up, the band stays on. We're working through our clam. Can you lift your top knee into your clam and lower back down? Clam the top knee up, lower back down. To modify here at any point, you can lower yourself down just to rest your head in your hands. We are working through this clam. Clam, lower. Staying in that side lounging position if you can, supporting through that bottom shoulder, that left shoulder, keeping your spine nice and long, so trying to lift up away from the mat with that rib cage. If you're ready for more, we're going to add in a pulse. So as you lift the knee, hold into the band, little pulse up and then lower back down. So you lift to your clam, you pulse into that band, then you lower. Again, the heavier your band, the harder this will be, and you may not quite get as much range as you normally would when you're working without a band. But again, we're working against more resistance. So the glute is having to work harder in this position to do the same thing. Little pulse against that band into that resistance. We lift, lift, lower. Lift, lift, lower. So we're working into external rotation at this top hip. Right glute is starting to heat up. If you need to, just look down towards your hand that's on the floor. It's going to help to relieve some of that tension if it's building through the neck. Can we hold just into your pulses now? Should be feeling pretty strong and shaky through that top hip. Little lift, lift, lift. Strong work. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knee. Quick little reset. We're going to lift into our side plank when you're ready. Can you lift the hips into your side plank? Reach your top arm up. Just your clam here. We're only here for 10. If you need to, lower the hips back down. Keep the hips lifted. Keep working into that clam with the top leg. We have 3, 2, 1. Hold your side plank. Little hip dips up and down. Hip dips up and down. Strong through this plank. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Great job. Give your glute a pat. We're going to come into our 4-point kneel shape now. Keep the band on for me. The band's not going anywhere just yet. Hands come underneath your shoulders, knees are down underneath your hips. More planking here, we're going to move into our knee hover. Can you lift the belly up, hugging it up towards your spine? Plant the hands firmly, tuck the toes under. You're just going to lift, hover the knees. Hover the knees, lower them back down. Lift, hover the knees, lower back down. You can take the band off if you're feeling like it's getting a bit much. It's totally fine. Lift to hover, lower back down. Now team, with these hovers, you can spend as much time as you like with your knees resting on the floor. That's your reset time. Maybe you want to take a bit longer in that rest rather than keeping on moving. This is where you can individualize your session. Take those extra breaks. You can always hit pause on the video, take that break, and join back in. 4 to go. Lift. Think about spreading through your fingertips, pressing through the whole palm, and staying strong through your shoulders. 2 left. Can you hold that 4-point kneel? Hover your knees, hold. 10 seconds here. Just breathe, everybody. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees, reset. Roll those wrists. We have one more plank before we move to the other side. We're going to be on our forearms this time. Forearms come down, stepping the feet back. You still have a bit of pressure into that band. Keep that little bit of pressure. Squeeze your glutes, lift up with the chest. Can we rock the body forwards and back? If you're looking here at my feet, you can see I'm doing a little calf raise. I'm pushing myself forwards with the chest, then rocking back. Imagine you are balancing something on your back. Try not to let it drop. No extra layers here for this plank, just nice and simple. You can lower the knees if you like, hold that kneeling plank. That is your option. Otherwise, stay on your toes. Can we do 5 more rocks really slowly together? 5, 4, good team, feel those abs. 3, 2, last one, and rest. Lower those knees, sit your hips back into a child's pose. Step your hands over to one side of the mat. And then over to the other. And then we're going to bring ourselves up. You're going to find yourself side lying on the other side. So we're coming onto that right side. Right elbow, forearm is down. Hips are down, knees are bent. Band is back on, it stays around those knees. We work into our clam when you're ready. So lift the top knee and lower. Lift to clam and lower. We are powering through our session today. Lift and lower. Working through this left glute now. Lift and lower. Checking in with your positioning, trying to stay lifted through that bottom side waist. Drawing the knee up into the band and back down. Lift and lower. Great work, team. Up and down. When you're ready, we start to add in that little pulse at the top. So you lift the band, you stretch the band further into that clam for your pulse, and then rest all the way back down. One pulse, lower. Clam, pulse, lower. So good. Pulse. Lower, really strong. So good. After this sequence, the band is coming off. We are done with it for class. Just that pulse, you've got it. Can we hold it up? Just pulse. Just pulse. Stretch that band. Lift, lift, lift. Yes, team. Good. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You've got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the knees together. We lift to side plank. Push through the hips. Lift up. Can you reach the top arm up towards the roof? Well done. Can we clam from here? Lift the top knee and lower. Clam, lift and lower. We're only here for 10. We've already done 3. Stay strong through that right shoulder. Stay lifted through that side waist. We're going to pulse into those hip dips to finish. 3 more clams. 2, so strong today. Last one. Lower the knees, hold. Can we pulse that hip dip? Lower the hips down and up. Down and up. Keep reaching with that top arm. You can look down at your forearm if you need to relieve through that neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Great job, everybody. Sit yourself up. Good news is, band can come off, can rest off to the side. Let's just roll through the shoulders. We're going to come down for a little bit of prone work before we finish up in standing. So I want you to come down onto your tummy. Coming onto your tummy, bringing your hands just down underneath your forehead. And we're going to bend through the knees. Heels come together, feet are flexed, and knees are spread wide, like a froggy position with your feet. Rest your head onto your hands, and all you're going to do is squeeze through your bottom to slightly lift the thighs off the mat and then lower back down. I just want you to squeeze, lift the thighs and lower. Head is relaxed. Lift and lower. I want you to feel this squeeze really deep through the base of your glutes, drawing the thighs up and down. We have the tendency here for the lower back to take over, so I want you to try and tuck your tailbone under, lift through the belly button, even as you draw the thighs up off the floor. It's a very weird, slow movement. I want you to give it a try. We're not here for long. We're really trying to load through those glutes. I'm going to hold the legs up in 5, 4, 3, 2, lift the legs up, hold. Can you extend the legs long? Keep the thighs lifted. Reach your arms back behind you. Tiny kicks of the legs. Tiny kicks, point through your toes. Reach through those arms. Reach, 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 reach. 5, lift the chest. 4, squeeze your glutes. 3, 2, 1, lower down, relax. Nice job, everybody. I'm always going to throw something new, a little bit interesting in there. That was your new one for today. We're going to finish up in standing, finish off these legs with some curtsy lunges, and then you are all done for your session. From here, I want you to stand all the way up tall. Bring your feet relatively narrow, so directly under your hips. So feet are just hip distance apart, standing at the top edge of your mat. We're going to start with that right glute, so I want you to lift onto your left tippy toe. From here, we're moving into our narrow squat. So squat your hips back, then lift. Back, and then lift. So it's a narrow squat here, and we're favoring that right side. As the left heel is lifted, we're trying not to put too much pressure down into that left toe. We're going to add in a curtsy lunge. Can we squat hold? From that squat, step the left foot back behind you, lunge down, step back into that narrow squat, and stand up. You squat, step left foot behind you, curtsy, back to your squat, and stand. I'll show you from the front. You squat down, left foot steps back behind and across, lunge, step up into your squat, and then stand. So we squat, curtsy, squat, lift. Pick up the pace, everybody. Squat, curtsy, squat, lift. Squat, curtsy, squat, lift. You can slow it down if you like. You should feel that right glute starting to burn. We're going to stay down on your next one. Stay down, just curtsy, squat. Curtsy, squat. Yes, curtsy. Squat, feel that right leg, you've got it. You can stand up in between if you need. 3, 2, next one, curtsy, just the curtsy, little pulse down, down, maybe reach the arms up, pulse, down, down, final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up, shake it out, well done. We're gonna go straight to the other side. Stand yourself up, feet hip distance apart, lift your right heel. Right heel is lifted, we squat. Down, lift. Down, lift. Keeping the feet nice and parallel, legs parallel as well as we come into that squat. Heart rate is coming up again. We are close. Can we add the curtsy on the next one? Come down, hold. Right toe steps back behind you, curtsy. Back to your narrow squat, stand. Squat, curtsy, squat, stand. Yes, great job, keep going. Squat, step to curtsy, back into your squat, stand tall. It's almost like we get a little pulse every time we change from that lunge to that squat position. Feeling that left glute here. Squat, curtsy, squat, stand. You've got it 2 more like this. Embrace these shapes as they start to build. Next one, stay low. Curtsy, squat. Curtsy, squat. Load through that left heel. Finish strong, everybody. Find that curtsy in 3. Oh, I'm shaking. 2. Find the curtsy, just pulse. Down, down. Reach the arms if you can. Down, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and release. Great job, everybody. Come to the back of your mat. Let's just roll ourselves all the way down. Tuck the chin, roll yourself down. Can we walk ourselves out? Drop the knees. Lifting the chest up. We're going to come into a hip flexor stretch. So step 1 foot flat in front of you, like that proposal position. Think about your pelvis. Can you tuck your tail under? Keep the chest up and just gently push the pelvis forwards. Should feel length through the front of that back hip. And just breathe, everybody. Get that heart rate down. Tough session there. Legs might be feeling it. And then from here we'll come into a pigeon stretch, that same leg that's forwards. Crosses in front of you. Bring the hands down and just let the hips drop. If this is not comfortable for you, you can come into your figure 4 glute stretch, either lying on your back or seated. Maybe you want to deepen this stretch by coming all the way down. You can choose, take a breath. And gradually bring yourself back up, back to kneeling. Let's take our other foot forwards into that hip flexor stretch. Same thing, lift the chest, square off the hips, really tuck that tailbone under. Squeeze through that glute to push your pelvis forward slightly. Take a big breath. Let that stretch happen through the front of the hips. And let's move into that pigeon. Hands come down, front leg crosses down in front of you. Feel that open and stretch through your glute, through your hips. Maybe lower your body all the way down. Everyone's range will be different here. Dropping the chest down. Big exhale. And when you're ready, bring yourself up. Team, great job today. Well done for rolling out your mat. It was so much fun moving with you. Enjoy the rest of your day or your night, and I will see you again on the mat soon. Bye.